Um, to everybody out there on YouTube, you know, this is what I want the video to be about. Um, I think that we're all going through a time in this world where everybody's trying to find their place, me included. And it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in social media, um, politics, the world, how we interact with each other, technology. And I think that sometimes we can be caught in a situation where we just feel like we're in a whirlwind in this world. Things are going by so fast. Sometimes it's hard to kind of feels like you're playing double dutch sometimes, you know. And I want to just send this out to somebody who may be going through a certain similar situation where you're trying to grasp a hold of things. Now, I will tell y'all something personal about myself. Um, I suffer from PTSD, anxiety, depression, different things of that nature, you know. Different things that, and it's not a pity party. I mean, we all go through something, we all suffer something. So I'm not bringing it up for the point for you to get sympathy points from me. But there may be people out there who battle with that too. And in battling with that, there's different challenges that we face from day to day. You know, my Lord is great and I'm still here, so I've overcome them, but nevertheless, there's still challenges. And I know everybody out there may have different challenges. You may be going through something a little different, a little bit more unique, a little bit more abstract, a little bit more obscure, whatever way you want to put it, you could be going through something a little different. And I just want to give y'all some things that maybe I've learned that may help you. And it may not. I hope it helps you though. You always aim for that because that's the reason of me posting the video. It's not me just posting it for my health, but it's maybe somebody will hear it who may be going through a similar situation. They may be able to say, oh, okay, I'll relate to that. And I can take some gain from what he's saying. Now, mental health is a big thing in this country. And you ask yourself, what is mental health? For the most part, common sense would tell you if I can go through this world and I can have a conversation and I can talk and I can go through my normal functions and I can do what I need to do, how do I have a mental health issue? Because the unique thing about mental health is that it's something that a lot of times someone has to self-diagnose themselves first, or they have to get the information from somebody who is telling them, hey, maybe I think you have a problem. Or maybe you tell yourself, maybe I think I have a problem. But there comes a point in time where you realize, maybe something's not right like I think it is. And it can be kind of humbling and embarrassing. Look at Kanye West. Now, Kanye West, he's came out and admitted that he has mental health issues. Now, I don't know if somebody around Kanye kind of told him that. I don't know if he looked in the mirror one day himself and was like, I have an issue, but that's usually where it starts from. Somebody recognizing that there's an underlying issue. Even if you are able to communicate, have a normal conversation, go about your daily life, there's an underlying issue, and it's kind of a real sneaky kind of popping out, looking from underneath the car, around the corner kind of issue, crouching down, kneeling, just it's a sneaky kind of issue, and it's kind of hard to detect sometimes because we live with ourselves every day, and sometimes we don't notice it. It takes a while. But if you've gotten to a point where maybe you think that you realize maybe I have an issue, let's kind of look into what the issue may be. Now, when it comes to mental health issues, you have addiction, which is something that I battle with. Those are mental health. Anytime that you are addicted to anything, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're addicted to anything, if you feel like I need something, I have to have it, I can't go without it, or you're just drawn to it all the time, that's a mental health issue. Addiction is a mental health issue where you feel like you need something all the time. But it doesn't have to be substance. Some people, their addiction is substance abuse. Some people, their addiction may be love. I'm addicted to, I need someone to be affectionate. Some people don't like being alone. They need people around them. That's their addiction, is company. I mean, you guys know where I'm going. I mean, that can go on and on and on. I mean, the issues with that, you can go forever with that, But it's somebody feeling a need for something. And what I've learned is that the sad thing about it is that the thing that you feel like you need the most, it still leaves you feeling empty after you have it. You have it, and what the catch is, it temporarily satisfies you. That's what keeps you coming back to it. Because if it didn't satisfy you at all, you wouldn't even go to it. But if it satisfied you completely, you wouldn't have to go back to it. Think about that. You're chasing a temporary satisfaction, whatever it is. If it's sex, okay, that sex may feel wonderful, but how long does sex last? Does anybody out there have sex for 24 hours a day, 365 days a week? I mean, does anybody you just stay in the, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, you got me, but it's just 24 hours a day, 365. There got to be some point in time where you got to come up out of it, and you got to live your life. You got to go to work. So when there's this craving where you feel like you just need it, you got to have it. And even when you have it, it's not enough. That means that you're searching for something more. You're thinking that you're getting satisfaction out of this one thing, and it may give you a small, brief window of it, but that window disappears, and it's like that cloud, that magic cloud, with the cloud disappears, and then you're back back to square one. Dang, I need that again. You're paying for a temporary fix to a permanent problem. So I've realized that, and even realizing that, I still drink. I do. Drinking is my issue, to be transparent with everybody. But drinking is just one thing, and everybody has the point that I'm trying to make is that everybody has a different thing. So it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't even matter whether it's drinking for me. It could be this for you, that for that person. It doesn't matter what it is. I just was sharing something personally about me, but I'm saying everybody has their own different thing. And none of it's better than the other. None of it's worse than the other. The only thing that when it comes to substance that's worse for other people is that it has a more of a physical harm. Whereas, certain other people's things, it may be more of a mental harm, a psychological harm, maybe a spiritual harm. But, substance, whether it's drinking, drugs, it has more of a physical toll on the body. And that's where, you know, that's where that has its own, it's its own tunnel to go down. But I just want everybody to know that I've discovered, and I realize that if you're having an addiction to anything, if you're feeling unhappy with life, there's good news in it. Actually, there's good news in it. And I'm not saying that because please don't take me as some kind of cheesy guru who's like giving you some kind of one size fits all solution to everybody's problem. That's bullshit. But what I am telling you is that there's good news to that. And it's that if you're searching for something, it's because you know there's something there. And I just want y'all to think about that for a minute. If you're searching for something, it's because you know that there's something to be found. You don't search for something if you think that there's no. Now, you can search for something and fail, and that's what we're all doing. All of us who are in that same program, we're all searching for something and we're failing miserably. True. We're not hitting the mark. We're not getting what we're searching for. But the good news is that there's something in your spirit that is searching for something because you know there's something better. There's something you're trying to attain, and you're thinking it's this, you're thinking it's that, and you're grasping for it, you're reaching for it. But you ever reach for something and you think that you got it, and you look at your hands and it's just air, and you try to find it. You're just looking at your hand like, you're reaching for something and you're trying to grab something, but you look at your hand and it's not there. But you have the presence of mind to reach for it. That in itself means that you have a mind that knows that there's something greater beyond what you're doing. What we are, I should say. Not even what you're doing, what we are and who we are. Humanity. You know there's something greater and you're trying to find it. Even if you fail, that's okay. But you know there's something greater that you're looking for, and that's beyond us. And you're on a path to find it, and you come up short, and you're reaching and you're not getting it, and you're going through this, you're going through that, you're trying this, you're trying that. You're going out through your phases, but your spiritual clock is ticking because you know there's something that you're trying to get to. Now, the second question leads to, what is it that you're trying to get to? When people talk about happiness, what is happiness? What is happiness? Like, what does that mean to be happy? To be content with oneself. So, that leaves the question. You have short-term happiness and you have long-term happiness. You have a happiness that's enduring, everlasting. And you have brief, short burst of happiness. And you got to ask yourself, which one are you looking for? Because I think we spend our life in search of short bursts of happiness. Oh, you have some great sex, lasts 30 minutes to an hour. You get drunk. You're drunk for 2-3 hours. You're back sober. Money. You go buy up a whole bunch of stuff. 2-3 months later, you don't even desire the stuff no more that you bought. A lot of times people buy expensive stuff and they're happy at first, then they regret it later. Like, why did I spend all this money on that? What other forms of happiness? Entertainment. There's nothing that you're entertained 24 hours a day on. Some people have video game addictions. video games are, are great. They are, I have to be honest, they're a great time killer. They're a great time killer. But what good is killing time? Because that falls into you're being useless. You're killing time on a video game. And it may be fun to you. It may be appealing to you. It may give you happiness and satisfaction playing this video game 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day, 15 hours a day. But what's going to happen even with that video game? You're going to play it to a certain degree. You're going to get tired of it. Then you're going to go want to buy another video game. I don't know anybody who plays video games. I know a whole lot of gamers. I don't know anybody who plays just one video game forever. I mean, eventually they get tired of the video game. They get bored with it. I need another video game. So they play that video game. Okay, I beat this, and then play it now. Okay, I need another video game. There's no gamer that's ever happy with just one game. It's the same thing. It's a constant search. It's a constant. I need more. I need more games. I got to get this. I need to. You're spending your time, in a room in the dark, looking at a screen, and you're wasting your life away. And it may be fun to you, but look at the consequences of it. You're just wasting your life. Now, I want to start a conversation about mental health. I've been thinking all day about what's important to me. That is something that's important to me, and that's the truth. Now, this is going to be chapter 1. The hard part is I'm not great at tagging and all that kind of. I got to figure out a way to reach this to people. I got to tag it away, but I will. The analytics of YouTube and how to get the video out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I will ask everybody a favor, and you don't owe me any obligation. But if this video does reach you, just leave a comment, even if it's just a word or two. I promise, I don't care if I have 2 comments. I'm not in this, no lie to y'all. This is not no running game on you. This ain't no just trying to tell y'all some type shit. I'm not making no money off of this. I'm a kind of person, I like to have good conversations with people. Everything is not always about money. Now, if I can make a few dollars off of YouTube, fine and well, but I'm a far way off from my videos making any money. I mean, look at my subscription. Look how many views I got and comments I got. I'm not making no money. This is not about trying to make no millions of dollars. But it's trying to maybe reach somebody and trying to have a conversation with some enlightened minds. So if you get this message, I'm going to try my best to tag it up right so it gets out to somebody. But drop me a comment. And there's going to be part 2s and part 3s and part 4s of mental health issues. And I'm a veteran, and I have PTSD. And if there's any veterans, anybody who's been in the military, we can chop up notes and we can talk. But I would love to talk and communicate, because that's what YouTube's about, But just leave a message. Let me know you heard me. Let me know you're here, even if it's a short, brief thing. My name is D-Ray, and I go by Perfectly Normal Psycho. That's my alias. But either or, whatever you feel comfortable calling me. It's all love. But drop a comment to me, and let's kick off a debate and a conversation that can lead to growth and maybe change, and linking ideas that can be better and help us as well as maybe generations to come. Maybe even just kicking off this idea. So y'all let me know. Much love. All right, brothers and sisters.